Hey y'all, what's up? Big Wooly here, and welcome back to another episode of our All the Mods 10 Let's Play. So, as you can see, Crypto Shape blew up his base and died there, for those of you that might like to know. And in today's episode, we're gonna continue on with our adventures towards the Lilypad of Fertility, working on Nature's Aura, and then after that, it's time for some apotheosis. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so yep. Crypto Shape's one of the few people that has the rights to put stuff on my claim, so he came over here because he had to escape his base and died there. Let's see. Like we were talking about at the end of the last one, we needed to get into the next altar, so I went ahead and got the things we needed together, and let's come over here and find a spot to build this one. Now, we can do the same as we did before. Let me put my backpack up in here if we come to the natural altar. So just like before, we can click the visualize button. It will give us the visualization on the ground of where we need to place all these blocks. They have to be placed exactly like it says. And there is the base layer. And then the last thing is we needed the stone that has this brilliant fiber in it, and I wanted to go over that. So golden stone bricks, you just combine the brilliant fiber with the stone bricks to get the last ones we need, and they go here on top. And there we have it. Now our natural altar is complete, and if we go look at what we had in our chest, we were working on the natural altar for the next steps here. We need to be able to make, let's go look at our quest line actually. Let's collapse all this other stuff for right now. Get down to the one we need to see. Okay, Nature's Aura. So, wait for it. First time I loaded the quest book. There we go. Natural altar, we crafted all the stuff. The natural altar will use up aura for each recipe and is needed to continue progressing in the mod. The image to the right is how we set it up. It's going to give us some gold powder and some experience. All right, next two steps. Infused iron, so let's go ahead and bookmark that. And tainted gold. So let's bookmark that recipe. So let's grab out some iron and gold. Is there an option for auto select on this? Auto focus on open. Yes, that's the one we want. All right. Now I can just start typing. Ain't got to wait. All right. So for these, it's about as simple as you would think. We're going to just put some there and it will convert it. I think we can hopper in and out of this. We might be able to laser IO in and out of this. There should be ways to automate it. Wow, that takes a while. Presto. There's our gold. Let's go ahead and do our iron. I'm going to go ahead and make another iron, and then we'll make another gold while we go look at the quest book. All right, got our gold going there, and let's go take a look at that quest book, see what it wants us to do next. This will take longer than the infused iron. Yep, we noticed that. Aura bloom. Cool. What do we get from this one? Warped aura fungus. Interesting. Oh, we have to make one of these in the nether eventually, I think, too, for part of this mod. I don't know if we're going to need to, but I know that that is part of Nature's Aura. There's another one of these. Let's see what we got. So now we still can't make our offering table because what? We need to make the other tokens. Token of fear, token of anger, and token of sorrow. So, token of sorrow, we need a gas tier, fish. I think we have all that. Did I put all that in the chest? I don't think I did. Let's see. Nope, I didn't. Okay. But we can wirelessly get all that. That's kind of cool. Look at the particle effects coming off the altar. Heck yeah. All right, so what did we need for the token of sorrow? We need bottled sunlight and a gas tier. There we go. All right, so back over here. Gold leaf, glass, sunlight, Not the book, the gas tier. And pork chop, some fish. We need gold powder. And a sapling. And some bone meal. Or fertilized essence, whatever. This stuff. We got more of it than we do bone meal. And it's free. So let's outline our tree here in the middle. Well, let's put our tree in the middle first. Like that. And then we do the outline. So 1, 2, 3, come in 1. 1, 2, 3, come in. And then grow the tree. Presto! Token of sorrow. Next, token of fear. We need bones, bottled ghosts, rotten flesh, feather, soul sand. All right, didn't make y'all watch me search my inventory that time. I just went ahead and got everything out. Here we go. And then we put our sapling in the middle. And we're just gonna do the same thing. Oh, tucked me under the tree. Nice. And then it wants us to make the token of anger. I don't think we need it for what we're doing, but let's go ahead and do it just so we can unlock the quest and we don't have to pick our offering table back up after we make the offering table set up, which is what we need to proceed to be able to get to the things we need to make. The nature's powder we actually need to make here, and I think we have everything we need to make it. But let's go ahead and just do this one real quick, and I will gather materials and catch you as it's crafted. Ta-da! There we go. Quest line completed. And then our offering table. We should, in theory, now have everything we need to make our offering table. Whew. Nature's aura, I'd forgotten. All right, so on here, now we just need to make our Spirit of the Calling, and then we're going to need 36 flowers of any kind. Is it hashtag flower? Does that show me? No. I'm sure I've got, what, dandelions maybe? Yeah, we've got 36 of them. Let's take 11 off. There we go. So there's the 36 flowers we're going to need. Let's craft up our Spirit of the Calling. We should have everything we need for that. And now we're ready to look up and place down our offering table. Promise this will all be worth it for the crops, hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Or do quote me. I don't care. So we're going to come back here behind the hill, make a little bit of space, and let's look up the next one. We want the offering table. So that is a natural process? No. Where is it? It is here. Offering to the gods. There we go. Next, visualize. So here we go. Just enough room. Sweet. There we have it. Offering table. So now we can take our last tainted gold in the offering table and place it in here. Now how we activate it? We need the Spirit of the Calling in there. So we do that. And then we do this. Oops. So it was what I thought, and I wasn't recording. Let's go do that again. Alrighty, so I noticed this thing will hold like more than one of an item. And when I was trying to figure out how to activate it, it was what I thought. It says that it activates by throwing it on the ground, even though we had thrown it on the ground and it didn't go off. I guess maybe I just didn't give it long enough. So you put the items you want to convert in the offering table with a right click. We're going to see if it'll do more than one for one of these things. And we throw it on the ground and stand back. And there you go. Now, we should, when the particle effect goes away, see our item appear. And let's see if we got, so we put 4 in there. It did all 4 of them at once for one of these Spirit of the Calling. Now it makes me wonder, what does it hold? How much of this can I put in here? It took, here, let me put this gold up. And let's see how much. It took 16. That means, in theory, if you want to make offerings, we should be able to convert 16 at a time. Does it tell us that somewhere in the quest book and I just missed it? Spirit of God, 37, or Spirit of Flowers. You can use infused ingots or iron. No, it doesn't tell you that you can put more than one in there. Heck yeah. So potentially up to 16 items that it'll convert for one of these things. Very, very nice. And with that, we now have our ingots that we need to make our steady growth powder for our Lilypads of Fertility. So let's get those crafted. There we have it. Recipe in here. Grow, magic tree grow. Do it. There we go. There we go. 24 powder of steady growth. Now, let's go make it daytime. And then, can we finally make our lily pads? Holy cow, what a process. We need lily pads. We can craft those. No issue. There we have it. So why, Wooly, did we chase the Lilypad of Fertility? Well, you'll notice I got these little rings around the outside. These are going to emit a particle effect, but they accelerate the tick within a radius near them. I'm actually going to move this one, and I'm going to put our first one right here by Diamond. Now, they radiate outward and upward. They don't care about air blocks. I don't remember how far they go. I'll have to go dig into the book. But this is tick acceleration. One of them is not going to do much, but when we combine it with some red farmland, so let's move this, and let's get fertilizer, some red fertilizer, and then some dirt. Keep our seed. We're going to need a hoe. So we're going to put some dirt. And then we need to grab... Can I borrow this? Do you mind if I borrow this for just a second? Their storage? I hope you don't mind. So we're going to hoe that. And it planted the diamond seed that I had in my hand already. And then the next thing we need to do, put our hoe back. And then let's make this fertilized farmland, which also tick accelerates. Oh my God, do you see how quick that grew? And this is just with one lily pad. Now it does have the other blocks underneath it, but it was taking this sometimes minutes at a time to grow to full height on the other farmland. And it'll get even better when this fertilized farmland is moisture. Whenever the tick happens for that, I do believe it turns darker. Let's go look. Maybe it doesn't. Fertilized farmland prevents trampling, speeds up growth. Increase crop output. Yeah, there we go. I mean, that was under a minute, and it is definitely faster than it was going before. So when we redo all of this, we're going to take out these things. It's going to have a bunch of particle effects, but this should be pretty amazing. The good news will be we could do this if we notice any kind of issues with lag in our base. We could always do it inside of a compact machine and then just pipe out the outputs. But I'm not going to make you guys watch while I craft up a bajillion of these Lilypads of Fertility. I am going to look and see if I can think of any possible way to automate this process here. Actually, all of the Nature's Aura processes. I'm thinking modular routers would be a good candidate, or potentially laser IO for input-output, and then we can do auto crafting with our AE2. So I'll definitely make an episode when I get into that. For now, I'm probably just going to do a bunch by hand, and I don't feel like y'all need to see that. So there we have it. That was the purpose of that goal, was to get to... Oh, look, it does get hydrated. Does it change the name of it? Nope, it doesn't, but it does change color. So that should help it, and we should see much more diamond coming in. I'll work to make the red fertilizer and convert all of this. The red fertilizer, we didn't talk about it, but it is not too bad to make. It's red dye, gold, seeds, and wheat. It's pretty simple. So you'll just need to make up that and make this all regular farmland and then convert it, and it will end up being faster than the mystical agriculture farmland from what I remember from All the Mods 9. So I'm going to empty my inventory, and then we're going to talk apotheosis. All right, y'all, strap in. Apothic Enchanting is a doozy. We got to make a bunch of bookshelves to make other bookshelves, to make other bookshelves, to make our enchanting setup better so that we can make other bookshelves, to make our enchanting setup even better so that we can then make things like libraries to hold enchants and clues so that we can get more out of it. It's overwhelming. I know, it sounds like. And then you look at that barrel behind me and you look at the inventory in it, and oh boy, you're like, wow, do I even want to do this? Yeah, you do. We struggled on stream Friday to kill the warden a bunch of times for a data model, but we did it. We got it done. And it would have been a whole lot easier if we'd had our gear enchanted with Apothic Enchanting, and if we had done some other work in Apotheosis with gems and rolling our gear. That'll be a whole other episode. It's an episode by itself. But Apotheosis is powerful. It makes you very powerful. All right, let's get this done. So, where do we start? You got so much in here, Wooly. I don't know which way is up. Yep. Go to your quest book. That's where you go. So we're going to come in here, and we are looking for Apothic Enchanting. We've already gotten the first few because we made, an enchanting table, which unlocks it. We made 15 bookshelves, and we did an enchant after Apothic Enchanting was in the thing. So it looks like, oh, well, you can take either or of these paths to get to where you need to go over there. Nope, you got to do both of these. We're going to have to make some of pretty much everything here. And I think I have enough to get us all the way over to the soul touched stuff, but I didn't have enough resources for that because we didn't have our warden data model. So anyways, let's go across the top. First things first, we need to make 10 hell shelves. It takes potions of regen. If you never made these, it's just gas tier, on top of an awkward potion. And that is why we needed the creeper data model, because we haven't gone and killed the ghast. So we were using the creeper to make catalyzing glands to make our gas tiers so that we could brew our potions, which is how we did it. Now we're going to grab this out. So 10 of these. Let's see. Is my crafting table on a stick not where it goes? No, it's not. It's probably from when I died one of those times. Crafting on a stick. There we go. We died a bunch on stream. A bunch. Okay, there we go. Now I should be able to get into it. Sweet. Did I not bookmark them? Well, let's just go to uses and see if we can find it. Hell shelf, that's what they're called. Hell shelf. We left our potions. How many of you already caught that? So here we have it. We're going to have to shift click them in and out, but I want to do it here just to make sure we have enough in the thing at the beginning and the numbers are right. Looks like we do. All right, I'm going to craft up these 10 in our storage. There we have it. Oh, it was for one of these other ones, and I took out some stuff we might have needed for these. Just know that I had the ingredients right. I took a lot of time to make sure we had all this laid out, so that stuff was there for a reason. you will need it at some point. Here we go. Now we're up to 15. So in order to get higher max levels, we need to make infused. To get them, we need 45 Eterna and 30% Quanta. The easiest way would be 15 normal shelves and 5 hell shelves. That's why it gave us some extras, is so we can take these 5 and we can place these down on our enchanting setup. Now I'm going to get rid of these candles from where I was playing around with some stuff before, because we don't need the candles, and they actually add a stat that I don't know whether we need or not. So here we go. Sure, that's 5. Now we should be able to put these in here, and you'll notice infusion. Presto. Let's turn off our experience pump. Let's take all our levels. We don't have enough. And let's go to our storage. Experience. So infused. Now we have an infused hell shelf. It tells us that we need to make 5 of these. I think we're going to need more than 5, but for now, we'll just make the 5 it tells us. I'll be back when that's done. Alrighty, 5 infused hell shelves. Yeah. Did I turn my food off somehow? No, why aren't you eating? Guess it'll eat eventually. So there's our 5 infused. We'll take 2 extra free ones. Sure, why not? Next, these will give us enchanting clues, which will help you know what you're going to get from the enchanting table. So let's bookmark that one. Let's bookmark this one. And I think everything we need is in the Don't Get Distracted chest going this way. Yep. There we go. That Wooly off camera actually did prepare all of this. Look at him. What a nice guy. So there's that. And then this one, we should just need Potions of Night Vision. Does this need to be the 8-minute version? Ah, it does. We got to put some redstone with that. That off-camera Wooly missed that detail. All right, no biggie. We'll grab out some redstone, run over here to our brewing stand, and then we'll toss in these 2, toss in some redstone, and make those an 8-minute. There we go. Now we have our 8-minute one. We should be able to go to the uses on this one. You got to hit enter before you can hit U with autofocus. There we go. And that gets us our hell shelf of Masterful Sight, which we're going to need a couple of these, I think, towards the end to be able to get all of the enchanting clues possible. But what they'll do, I can show you right now, is if you put an item in, you'll notice I see 2 enchants that it's going to give me rather than just the one you normally see. So this will give us actually 2 enchanting clues showing us what 2 specific enchants we're going to get and the level that we're going to get them at on an item. Makes it super helpful. So on we go. Next, Blazing Hell Shelf is an upgrade to Infused. It increases the max Eterna. The negative effect clue makes it a little worse for normal enchanting. Instead, we can use it for better infusion. So we're going to need one. Oh, that's the stuff we accidentally put up, was the stuff for the Blazing Hell Shelf. So we had it in our barrel earlier. We accidentally put it away. All right, so Blazing Hell Shelf. Here we come. Blazing Hell Shelf. And it says we need 1. So there we go. I think it gives us another one, which means we might need 2. All right, the Glowing Hell Shelf is an upgrade to the Infused Hell Shelf. It also increases the max Eterna, but it's not the stats we're looking for in order to enchant. Definitely good for normal enchanting, though. It wants us to make 10 Glowing Hell Shelves. Okay, so 10 Glowing Hell Shelves, we're going to need... look at that. We're going to need more Infused. So give me just a minute. I'll come back when we're ready to craft them. Here we go. 10 infused hell shelves. We use those to make our glowing hell shelves. Just like this. So we're going to toss them all in our inventory. There we go. 10 glowing hell shelves. That's going to give us a dormant deep shelf for free. And now we are ready to go to the deep shelf, except we got to go through all of these on the sea shelf side. Have no fear. They're all should be, without any oversight on Wooly's part. Again, everything we need should be right here. This will get us into the deep slate shelves eventually, but the deep shelves eventually, the dormant ones. But let's grab out this stuff and get started. Got all our materials out. Let's go bookmark these bookshelves and get to rocking and rolling. We need 10 seashelves. Those were all the materials for those were already in the thing. It's just a water bottle, a bookshelf, pufferfish, and some prismarine bricks. We actually found, just in case you're having trouble in your world finding them, we found this thing. And it was like a tiny little tower of prismarine. And it had everything we needed to make a prismarine seed. So in between episodes, doing it off camera, I crafted up the prismarine seeds for prismarine essence, and that allowed us to get all the materials we need to be able to craft them up. It was much easier than having to kill the guardians and deal with mining fatigue and all that, trying to get everything. Saved a ton of time. So if you look around on your explored oceans in the world and see if you see one of these, and it's like a little tower with a bunch of chests in it, but it'll have sea lanterns and it'll have prismarine. It'll have all the stuff you need to get started making your seed for your mystical agriculture. Saves you having to go and kill those guardians and invisibility potions and deaths, and it gets ugly when you get in there. So let's put these 10 potions in there. Let's put that in there. Let's toss in those bricks. And I want 10 of these. There we go. It's going to give us 5 more, just like before. Infused seashelves. If you want higher Eterna and Arcana, you need infused seashelves. To get them, we need at least 45 Eterna, 15 Quanta, and 10%. The best way is 15 bookshelves, 5 seashelves, and 5 hell shelves. Okay. So there's our 15, and we need to get 5 of these in here somehow. Do corners work? That should add 3% Arcana, so we should be at 6. Okay, so... Yep, okay, so we can hide them in these corners. They do work. 4, 5. And that should get us to infusion. There we go. So now we need to make, how many of these did it say? 10, I bet? Yep, 5. We need to make 5, not 10. Oh my god, don't do that. There we go. So 5 of these. 5. All right. Onward and upward. Now I was looking at all this. This is for removing an enchantment from the pool. If you want to remove a specific enchantment from the pool, you can use this bookshelf. Right-click on the bookshelf with the enchanted book with an enchantment you don't want in the pool. So let's say you're trying to avoid, like fire protection or whatever else, or just any of the like ones that can be kind of negative that make your pick too fast. That thing will allow you to just put it in your setup and put a book with it, and then that book will make sure that the table doesn't roll that enchant. Kind of cool. Not going to make it because we don't need it for progression. Heartforged seashelves. We are going to need this for progression, and the materials are in our inventory here. You need a Heart of the Sea. If you have it, do some exploring. Shipwrecks, the shipwreck where you get the chests, they usually have a map to a buried treasure. Buried treasures have Hearts of the Sea. So take a look at your map once again. Look for yourself some shipwrecks, the vanilla ones like this one right here, which I do believe is where I found the map that I followed and found a chest and got a Heart of the Sea from. So if you need Hearts of the Sea, that's one way to get them. We can also craft them, I do believe, with the essences and nautilus shells. So we have all of that. We pretty much have everything we need there. We haven't made fish essence yet, but I think we got a seed for it for free. Let's see. Yep, we did. So we can actually craft everything we need to make them now as well, since we got the prismarine essence. So that's another way for you to get them if you don't already have one. Didn't bookmark it. Wooly, why didn't you bookmark it? Okay. Here we go. Heartforged takes one of our infused. Just like on the other side, it's going to give us a freebie. We'll take freebies. Now, crystalline shelves. The crystalline shelf is an upgrade to the infused sea shelf. We'll use 14 of them to cap out our stats for the next infusion. So we need 14 crystalline sea shelves. These take prismarine crystals and infused sea shelves, Currently, we only have 6 infused sea shelves, so give me a minute to get the rest of these infused up, and we will move on. Here we go. Let's craft up the 14 crystalline sea shelves we need. Let's put all those in there. 2, 14. I accidentally made one extra shelf. We're not gonna craft it into that in case we need it for something else that takes the infused one. But that gets us quest credit, and as you'll notice, both of those gave us dormant deep shelves, which unlocked it. The deep shelf, not dormant, is your next step to enchanting. Like everything else, it needs infusion. The deep shelf needs 60 Eterna, 40. You can get this with 4 blazing hell shelves and 2 Heartforged sea shelves. Cool. Is that it? Is that all we need? Is just that? Let's find out. Boy, this pickaxe is fast. So it says we can get there with 4... What did it say? I'm sorry. I missed it. 4 blazing hell shelves and 2 heart forged. Well, we don't have 4 and 2. So what is their stats? Let's figure this out. So let's put down the blazing hell shelves we have. And these each add 10. And then the heart forged sea shelf, it said we need 2 of those. And those each add 15. What does that put us at? We need 10 more. 10 more Eterna, which we can get from... Is it an exact amount we need for these? Recipe. Requires at least. Okay, so we don't need an exact amount, so we just need over 40% quanta, and whatever we put down will probably get us there. So let's just go glowing hell shelves until we reach the number we need. So we needed 60, 40, 40. So 65, 50, 55. Okay, that gets us there, and we should be able to take the dormant and get infusion. The runes reveal nothing. Put masterful sight on here. Is it because we can't see? Yep, infusion. There we go. So now we just need to get to level 65. Let me get some more experience. Got the experience we need. Let's toss in these freebie dormant deep shelves and infuse it up. There we go. We're going to go ahead and just make 2 of them because I'm sure we're going to need more than that. Let's take a look at the quest line. So, the deep shelf, not your dormant. It's what we need. There we go. We get a nature's compass out of it. Nice. We already have one, but I think we can use... No, it's a regular compass used to make the explorers. We'll see if there's any use for it, but on we go. Now, I think this was where I stopped because I was worried about running out of time. Yeah, see, we don't have soul lanterns. We don't have skulk. So we're going to pause right here. But as of right now, we have increased the level of the enchanting table by a lot. And as it said, for regular enchanting, these glowing hell shelves would be much better than the blazing because the blazing take away enchanting clues. So if we take these away, all we've got to do is get our stats high enough here, and we should be able to do like level 65 enchants without that and see what we're going to get. So the Arcana makes it... makes rare enchants more common and increases the number of enchants. And then this one here is the Quanta is, it makes it more random and can give us the bad ones like we just saw. So life mending, for those of you that don't know, is bad. It uses your health to repair your tool. So we don't really want to see that. We're going to get into fixing that with the shelves of resetification somewhere. I don't know where those are in the quest line, but we're going to get into the rest of that. But for right now, if you just want to be able to enchant, we can get ourselves up pretty high level. As you can see, we're getting level 60 enchants right now. We could probably go a couple more of these and get all the way up to 65. Nope, still looks like just 60. Oh, 60 is the max we can go because that is the max that bookshelf supports. So we would need to put down a deep shelf. and then we can go to 70. So if we come look now, there we go. Level 70 enchants, and we have, clues, all kinds of stuff. Gonna be another episode getting through the rest of this. We'll get into the enchantment library, other things like that. But I really hope you guys have enjoyed it, because now, before we end it, I'm just gonna enchant this pickaxe or this axe for the fun of it, so that we can get an achievement for enchanting at this high level, and then we will call it an episode. So let's just throw it in here and take what it gives us. Chainsaw, Plaguebringer, and Silk Touch. Interesting. So, and we got even more. Ruthless Strike, which gives us extra crit, and Miner's Fervor. Wow. Okay, let's just chop a tree down. This one. Oh, Chainsaw cut the whole thing down. That's cool. And this tree is not decaying. That's interesting. But there we have it. Got tons of enchant. This thing probably does a lot of damage now with that Ruthless Strike 9. Have to hit something. I think there's target dummies in the pack. Maybe we'll check those out next time too. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe for future episodes. Come check us out. Right now we stream on Friday nights. I'm thinking about shifting that to Saturday morning. I did it today and had a really good turnout. We called it Coffee and Crafting. So keep your eyes on the channel for live streams too. They will be in this world working on progress and stuff. So we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.